Well, the answer is 1,300 feet MSL. Let's explore why. Hello again. I'm Rich Klingman with PracticePart107.com. We're here to make drone certification feel less like a test and more like a pathway. Let's explore that question. All right, it says refer to FAA blah, blah, blah. Okay, that is a book. It is called the supplement for your test. When you go to the exam, the only thing you can take in is that book. They will give you a clean, pristine, unmarked copy to use for the test. So I recommend strongly that you buy a printed book, can get them relatively cheap, so that you're fully familiar with flipping through the book to find these different drawings and to see. You are permitted to bring a magnifying glass if you decide you want that to be able to find. You can see that in this drawing, there's a lot of detail, and you have to be able to pull out the information you need amongst the detail. And why do we care? Because we are going to be drone pilots. I am a drone pilot. And we need to know where can we fly safely and what is outside of our jurisdiction. So again, the answer is 1,300 feet MSL. One of the things to be careful of for doing multiple guess tests, FAA makes it even easier than usual because they only give you 3 choice possibilities, the right one plus two distractors. And if we did find out it was 1,300 and we picked the first 1,300, we would get it wrong because AGL is different than MSL. And then the other number there is 1,700. So when we go to look at the diagram, 2 things we could look at is we could look for 1,300 and a 1,700 and see if that helps us find what we're looking for. But then we also need to know, is it MSL or AGL? So we'll look at this diagram more closely in a minute. You can stop the video to read all this fine print. You can also get this on PracticePart107.com. This is a free question that you can be looking at, taking quiz. Let's move to the diagram. Whoops. There we go. All right, so this is the diagram that you will find in your book here at the test. Area 3. When they say area, you're supposed to be looking for these big red bullets or buttons, I guess they call it. So this is area 3. So somewhere around area 3 is the Savannah Class C airspace. And so it actually will tell us this is the Savannah Class C airspace. Then they want to know the outer ring, the outer circle. So this is a diagram of your airspace. Class B, Class C, Class D, Class E. And then there is Class G around here, okay? And there is this Class E outside of a Class D. So they're wanting to know this layer here on a Class C. How do we know what the bottom of this is? So Savannah Class C, this outer ring, we look for this fraction number here. The top number is the top of this layer. The bottom number is the bottom of this layer. And these numbers are always MSL, okay, mean sea level, not AGL, above ground level. If you think about it, if you're flying an airplane, you don't want something that says it is 1,500 feet above ground level, because then you would have to know how high you are above the ground. As a pilot in the air, you want to know based on mean sea level, so the average level of the oceans, so that 1300 is 1300 anywhere in the world, except if you fly into the mountains in Colorado. You're not going to go to 1300 feet because it's under the mountains. So anyway, this is the top of this circle. This is the bottom of this circle. And again, we're talking Class C. There's similar thing here. In Class B, gets even more busy on the screen. Airspace labeled 4113 means 4100 feet MSL on the top, the ceiling, and the floor of that circle is 1300 feet MSL. Here is a single screen that you could use as a practice. And again, practice part 107. You can see these guys. And if I don't break my mouse here, okay. You've got that question solid. Let's keep going. We've got hundreds more with clear explanations in multiple languages, plus unlimited practice quizzes and more. Please like and subscribe. I really need it. And visit us at practicepart107.com. Learn fast, fly smart, test with confidence. Until next time, keep your props spinning and your mind sharp.